did he just say? I'm your captain this evening. My name is Justin McEver, and we are brought to you. Oh, we are not live. Hey, what's up, and welcome to Ditty Deep Dive. This is the live stream where we bring an artist on and dive deep into their ditties. Those are their songs, in case you were just like, what? My name is Justin McEver. I'm the captain this evening upon the stream boat, which we are brought to you live by each week, but every boat is only as good as its crew. So let's go ahead and give it up to those guys on board with me. We got the man turning the knobs, making us always sound good. Let's give it up to Glenn Son. What's up, dude?
Yo. What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you feeling?
I'm excited, bro. We have a very, very special show today, and it's exciting.
Heck yeah, I'm super excited too. This is a big one. Speaking of big ones, we have Kyle, the man
The biggest.
in front of the screen.
Hey, how's
He's
it
always
going?
switching it up, making us look good.
Thank
And
you.
what's up? How are you doing? Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
feeling good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Heck yeah, glad you're excited. I'm excited. And how about you, Jason, the man always keeping us on track?
Kyle sounds so excited. I'm also excited.
Heck yeah.
So,
I think
yeah.
we're all excited. That's a mutual excitement.
It's our first band, and we know we're sounding fucking great, and we're looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
So I go kind of way back with this band, super way back with a few of the dudes, and actually dude, it's been like 5 years since played the first show with you guys, just about like that, right? Yeah, I started out with this band when they were really played their kind of like some of y'all's first shows, and now they are seasoned vets, killing it on the stage. Can't wait to have them on ours. Let's give it up for the Hearsay. Yeah! Heck yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of people in here. This is the most people that has been in here.
Live studio
So,
audience.
heck yeah, take it away.
Are we ever going back again? I still see it in the distance. Can you tell me what's in store? Can you tell me what you wish for?
See the hope left in your eyes. Help me stop these falling skies. Loaded guns and empty troops. Dying memories of you.
Tell me what you're waiting for. Hear the trains rolling in, breaking through the silence. Can you take me back again, somewhere we used to know? All this time, we never got used to the fight. I can hear them rolling in, coming back to take me home. Was it always just a game to play? I can't see it any other way. And now you wanna start a war. Can you tell me what you're fighting for?
Falling fast but much too slow. The more you think, the less you know. I never had the guts to say that we're not better off this way.
Tell me what you're waiting for. Hear the trains rolling in, breaking through the silence. Can you take me back again, somewhere we used to know? All this time, we never got used to the fight. I can hear them rolling in, coming rolling in, breaking through the silence. Can you take me back again, somewhere we used to know? All this time, we never got used to the fight. I can hear 'em rolling in, coming back to take me home. Coming back to take me home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember the day I thought the summer would last forever. Intoxicated every time I saw her smile. And I remember the night we broke into the cemetery. She said she wasn't scared, but she still reached for my hand anyway. She said that night,
I think we're gonna be alright.
she said,
Is this what falling in love feels like?
and I remember senior year, starry-eyed and cavalier. Whatever happened to those kids we used to know? Skipping school, playing guitar, getting high in Katie's car, listening to The Cure on your father's old AJ. Ooh, take me back.
I remember the days driving me to school in the morning. Our nervous laughter drowned out the radio.
Sugar, we're going down. I said, take me out.
We sang together like we never grow apart. He said that
I
night.
think we're gonna be alright.
He said.
Is this what growing up feels like? And I remember senior year, starry-eyed and cavalier. Whatever happened to those kids we used to know? Skipping school, playing guitar, getting high in Katie's car, listening to The Cure on your father's old AJ. Ooh, take me back to empty parking lots, bonfires, empty thoughts, late night drives and movie nights. And we were young, we didn't know how quickly we'd be letting go to all the promises we made. And I remember senior year, starry-eyed and cavalier. Whatever happened to those kids we used to know? Skipping school, playing guitar, getting high in Katie's car, listening to The Cure on your father's old AJ. Ooh, take me back.
Heck yeah, dude. Like, All right. If I have to say like how this album in particular makes me feel, it's like in an odd way like super nostalgic while like having this like very modern feel, and I love it. Like it's kind of like, where was this in high school, but at the same time like I can jam this every single day now. So it's really awesome. I kind of respect the hell out of how y'all created that design of sound.
That was
Like-
kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, how did that start, and how did you kind of like work in that magic? Because that's hard to kind of like nail down like a feeling like that.
I don't know. I think it kind of like we all have like different like musical styles, but I think where we kind of all connect is kind of in this is like in that vein that you're talking about, like
Early 2000s.
yeah.
High school music.
Yeah, we have a similar taste in like, I don't know, our nostalgic music now. So I think like when we were like writing these songs, it just kind of like, kind of like organically like fit together, I guess. But yeah, I mean like there's most of them kind of have that same vibe, I guess. It's kind of like that like pop punk type style in a way, but some of the songs differ a little bit, which you'll hear today. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're trying to keep it fresh, trying to keep it new, but at
it's
the end of the
very
day,
modern.
we've all got a place for that nostalgic,
Right.
the nostalgic sound and that nostalgic vibe, and we're still trying to capture that and like, not necessarily live vicariously through the music or like relive the days of our youth, but just trying to really keep that nostalgia heavy.
We all like definitely nailed like making something fresh and new that feels like it's kind of like something I've been listening to, which is super cool. Yeah.
Just comfortable. We want to keep it comfortable.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, y'all want to nail another two?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, in a second.
This is the tuning song.
Gotta go to
Yeah.
the drop D, the
Yeah, I
classic
forgot.
2000s.
Yeah.
Some
This is my.
Who screams in this one?
No, but I do.
Nice.
No, but this is kind of like this is our little sad song. So.
Ryan screams internally in most of them. You just don't know it.
You just mic me right here. It'd be perfect.
Like
All right.
little- Heck yeah.
Come where I stand in the middle of your room, where you hide with your lies, 'cause
So right before we get to this next one, we did have a super quick question. This is from Taylor. The first question: how do you keep Ryan in line when he tries to get on the vocals?
Shorter and shorter leashes, I find works really well. We have to get him one of those little monkey backpacks that have the leash on the back for sure.
There's a certain look that I have that he's afraid of.
Yeah. That's like 98%. Yeah, just him.
So I think that's probably what it is.
Right.
It's just the one style of the monkey backpack. Any other animal though, and I just lose it.
Oh yeah, I love this so far, dude. Like y'all are killing it. Yeah.
No, y'all sound
Yeah.
great.
Ditto. I believe it was Taylor also who said they are so talented. This is awesome. Yeah. Super.
Wait, is that your wife?
Yeah, tell her I'll bring home food.
And
It's another Taylor.
It's a different Taylor.
Oh!
No, we don't know.
Taylor Swift. I love you, Taylor.
why is this band so sexy? The whole band's yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I think that's
What inspired
Timmy.
that? Why did you all?
Let's see how they feel after
at the
this.
same time?
yeah.
Anxiety's got a hold of me. I'm feeling uncontrollably uncomfortable, can't even sleep. Tell me, how am I supposed to keep my sanity? Got sweaty palms and shaky knees, feeling every beat of love pumping inside of me. Toss and turn in between the sheets, thinking of these got me feeling fucking crazy. Tick-tock, the time is wasted. Say, you won't keep me waiting. Tick-tock, the clock never stops away from you now. You never give me peace of mind. I step up, you fall behind. Taking all my precious time. You never give me peace of mind. I step up, you fall behind. Take all my time. Ooh, anxiety's got a hold of me. I'm feeling uncontrollably uncomfortable, can't even sleep. Tell me, how am I supposed to keep my sanity? When I got sweaty palms and shaky knees, feeling every beat of love pumping inside of me. Toss and turn in between the sheets, thinking of you got me feeling fucking crazy. Tick-tock, the time is wasted. Say, you don't keep me waiting. Tick-tock, the clock never stops away from you now. You never give me peace of mind. I step up, you fall behind. Taking all my precious time. You never give me peace of mind. I step up, you fall behind. Take
Fuck yeah. Hey, we have 2 people that have never heard y'all, I believe. What do y'all think? Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Got 2 new fans.
Thank God they're paid.
Thank you.
Hey, Taylor, different Taylor M on this one. Travis, you should always sing the song this way. 10-10 on the vocals.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you very
I'm
much. It
excited
helps.
to hear it back.
It helps when you guys mic me up and make me sound nice.
You
So,
can nice. Hey, as long as you can hear yourself and like feel good, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, I agree with
Feel
that
like we've
person.
done our
You'd
part.
never sing the song that way.
I'll
I'm
just
just
be
kidding.
better, Chase. I'm sorry.
No, do it that way every time.
Speaking of sexy, that is like a very sexy song and a very different vibe. How did that song kind of come about?
It was a bass riff.
Okay.
I wrote
Yeah.
that I-
And just like literally built from there?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I kind of sent like, well, I had the riff and like, yeah, no, I had the riff and then I kind of had the like I had like the pre-chorus and the chorus, but I had no idea what I wanted to do for the verse, and I also knew that I wanted Travis to sing it, so I was just like,
Okay.
here,
Didn't
do something.
didn't Ryan write that drum part like pretty early in that process? I remember it being like.
Well, I
just
sent
bass
it
and
to you
drums.
guys, and there was nothing. There was nothing.
There was nothing,
He
and then
wrote
you
it,
like
yeah.
wrote the drum.
It was a
part
really cool
and
drum part. It's kind of I don't know. The song kind of developed into this like I mean like with like the verse that he wrote. It's kind of very anxious, kind of like I mean yeah, it is kind of like sexy, but it also like the lyrics are pretty. There's like really anxiety ridden, and like that I don't know. Like it kind of part of it kind of sounds like a clock in a way with the little like the ticks that he has on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
on the rims.
Yeah.
Which is super cool that he came up with that. So we were really into that drum
We
beat.
did a lot of stuff with like not half or whole tonal bends, and then like
Mhm.
intentional things like grinding the strings on like the frets real hard to make it kind of sound gritty, and like we just tried to do like fun, unorthodox stuff with that one to make it really
Mhm.
avant-garde and like the way
Cool.
we presented it definitely.
And we actually like in the recording process, or in the recording studio, we sped up the tempo into the chorus and then
Oh,
like
really?
took it
Yeah.
back down. Yeah, so it got so like during like towards the end of the verses, it's like slightly gaining like in tempo up until we get to the
Like,
pre-chorus.
break and
Yeah.
then resets and
That's
everything,
super
yeah.
cool. Like so like how long did y'all have to kind of experiment with that, or is that kind of just like feeling it?
Man, yeah, talk
Like-
about some of that process.
So
Not a long
that
time.
right, and that one
Yeah.
kind of came up a little organically. Like when we're practicing, there is a tendency occasionally that we speed up a little bit. And on that one, when it happened, it's like, man, you know what? That really helps build that kind of anxious feeling. And so we leaned into it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
just
just
felt like
begged
it
our producer Brian if
Yeah,
I was
Brian
like I was
Finley,
like
all
hey
love-
yeah
all love
Brian
to you,
Finley.
brother.
We were like, hey man, would it be cool if we like sped this up? And he was like, okay. So
Sorry,
he
but
had
we're
to
just-
like
It was
build
like
it
the
into the click
producer's
track.
nightmare.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make a
Just
bunch
trying to
more
do
work
it.
for you. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, you had to
You
build
thought
it
this was
into
gonna
the
be
click track.
easy,
Right.
just hit record? No.
It's the 21st century. Everything has to be. No, he was really cool though.
And then we played
Awesome.
the one before this, and we were like, oh, also there's like a time signature change right in the middle of this song.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
cool, love you guys.
Yeah, the one we did before where it goes into like a 6/8. Yeah. My bad.
Well, like a little birdie told me, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they told me like how you write lyrically sometimes, or maybe thematically. I don't know. You literally like draw ideas out of a hat or something, or like you have like kind of like just like this, like ideas written down or something. Is this true?
We did a lot of like free form writing as a group, and where like if anytime anyone had an idea, we had like a Google Drive, and it would just be like if it's like a voice note on a riff or like you hum a melody, throw it in there, and then like there were things that we used and things that we didn't use and things that we thought were gonna be in one song that we ended up pulling, and like I mean it literally could be any of the 5 of us writing lyrics to any of the songs. Or
That's
like,
cool.
You know, Ashton might write the whole song and be like, hey, I can't think of like a lead part for this, and then Chase and I step in and write something, and it's just like the ability to put the ego aside a lot and just like be a collective group of artists has always been one of my favorite things about this band.
Yeah, man. And you can hear it in the music. Like y'all are all. It seems like everyone's putting in the equal amount. It's like everyone's kind of carrying their weight and carrying each other in the process too. So it's really awesome.
No, it definitely shows that y'all are
Yeah.
some seasoned musicians. Like the chemistry is definitely powerful for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, how long have y'all been a band? I know Kyle's probably like, all right, time is coming up for you to shut up. But how long have y'all been a band?
We started. Travis and I started in 2016.
Okay,
And we added.
pretty much at Highlands.
Yeah, basically. Very much basically. Open mic nights.
We
Yeah.
used to play at Reformation Brewery in Woodstock before they're in the location they are now. Like when they were still like on Arnold. What is it, like Arnold Mill or something like that? We played there a lot. And we added Jeff and Ryan both that same year though, so it wasn't a long time with just the two of us. But yeah, and then Chase came along. Sweet Chase.
How long has it been all five of us? It's like 5 years now.
Yeah.
No, you can feel it. Y'all are super tight. Yeah. Like I can't wait. Like are y'all still writing right now?
We haven't in a minute, but we can.
Yeah, you should. Do it right. Just write something right now. And,
Let's make up a song, guys.
Kyle is gonna kill Justin.
Sorry. Yeah, Kyle's like, shut
Next
up.
song, next song. This is the opener on the album. It's called First Time. Was that funny? It's just a statement. Like.
No, his note.
Oh.
This is the moment. You just turn around. Will you see me like the first time? The golden hour. The solemn afterglow under your canopy. Do you still think of me? Am I alone now? Am I holding back? Am I addicted to possibilities? This time around I'm not going under. I feel it in my bones, I know.
I swear to God we're gonna make it out alive.
And as the world is ending, we'll start a new beginning now. Just you and I. And as the sky is falling, we're gonna
Dude, those harmonies.
Yeah, y'all's
Yeah.
harmonies are crazy.
I swear we'll make it out alive. Dude, that's so freaking epic. I love it, dude.
Thank you. We got one more,
Okay.
right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, and this happens to be the closer on the album, so
Yeah, you guys gotta sing along and
clap.
clap
Fun
along.
fact about
Heck
this
yeah.
song, it's doing like the best in not America. It's like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This
like
track
Latin
is
America
global.
likes this song.
It's really, yeah, no, it's really popular in Latin America.
Just like the drum beat in it?
And in Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see why.
That's like a
You'll
little bit of the vibe and the drum beat. Heck yeah.
Hearing all those 5 songs, you're gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one first time, and the one y'all haven't played or aren't playing, Paula Cole. I gotta see that live sometime, but those three are
For you,
like,
we'll do it.
my God, I wish I wrote those. They're so good.
Thank you.
You can't have it.
I know you know better, and I'm so drunk on all your words. You could push and pull me as far as you wanted me to be. You left your suitcase in the hall. I left mine in Montreal. I never thought you'd be so cruel. Beautiful little folk, where did we go? Now the lights are on, the road's gone, and all our friends have been waiting for you. Give me your ring. I should have said something. You and grand illusions, the green light, never stop the chase. Don't you? Can't you see? This isn't love, it's just another tender curiosity. I left the party after 12. You left a note up on the shelf. I never thought you'd be so cruel. Beautiful little fall, where did we go? Now the lights are on, the love is gone, and all our friends have been waiting for you. You gave me your ring. I should have said. So now I guess we're at the end. It's time to stop playing pretend. I never thought you'd be so cruel. Where do we go now? The lights are on, the love is gone, and all our friends have been waiting for a year or more. You gave me your ring. I should have said, hey, where do we go now? The lights are on, the love is gone, and all our friends have been waiting for a year or more. You gave me your ring. I should have said something.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. All right, for anyone watching, please stick around. We're going to take a quick break. If you have any questions, throw them up in the chat and we'll ask the band. We'll be right back for the Ditty Drop.
Dropping ditty.
It's so sweaty in here.
See where we're at.
They're on.
Check. Yeah, we're good. Hearsay.
Oh, we are on, and this is live now.
Oh.
What's
Wow.
up? What's up, people?
Hello.
Dude, so how do y'all feel? We'll just start with that. How do y'all
Sweaty.
feel sweaty? Nice.
Yeah.
You've joined the team.
Oh, I've been on
I
the
sweated
team.
setting up.
I've been on the team.
Our goal, Kyle's personal goal, is for everyone to walk out of here super sweaty and worked up. Like he wants y'all to work.
Mission accomplished, Kyle.
Yeah.
You hear that, Kyle? You did it.
Yeah, sweaty, but in the best way.
I don't
In
know
a
about
very sexy sweat. We do actually have questions. Usually, I'm the one having to come up with these. So thanks, chat, for making my life super easy. First question we have from Taylor. Taylor, oh man, I'm gonna butcher names.
The Condon?
Yes,
Yeah,
Condon.
Take on.
Sweet. Akon.
Take on is what he calls
Take
himself.
on.
Yeah.
I like, dude. What a nice name. Awesome job. First off, couple of triple exclamation points behind it. Well deserved.
Thank you for the enthusiasm, Taylor.
Where can we get the tour schedule, and can I drive the tour bus?
If you want to do it for free, yes.
He would.
And you have to work the merch table.
We can start tomorrow. Let's go.
We wanted a tour. I mean, like we've talked about it before, and we technically have before this album came out. We did a 3-day stint of Georgia, right? We hit Statesboro, Athens, and Savannah. Not in that order. Wait, did we do Athens? Yeah, well, you did. You made a face. I was like,
Well, because you said 3 state.
3 city. Sorry, all Georgia, but 3 city.
I think we did. It's like,
and
apparently, I don't remember.
Georgia,
and we got a
Georgia.
taste of
Blacked
the
out the whole time.
we got a taste of the tour life, and I mean, I'd love to do it again. I think we would also do something, maybe like Florida, break into Tennessee a little bit, maybe. No plans right now that I know of.
Have you played out of state as a band?
As a band, no.
So y'all have recorded out of state, just not.
Isn't that weird? So drastically too. We
Yeah.
went to Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
a
that's
long
crazy.
time ago too. Now, right? Yep. Well, kind of like twice. Well,
Yeah, we
how many
went
times
twice.
did you go? Okay, twice. Yeah. Once to record, once to kind of mix and master.
No,
or-
we did once to record home.
Okay.
Home
Oh,
was
and then
first.
to like
Yeah.
do the whole album.
We did that first because then we did the what do you call it? The funding campaign, crowdfunding
Okay.
campaign.
Right. Yeah.
We did home first, and then we did that, and then COVID happened, so it took
Right.
extra long for us to get back to Boston.
That second part of the trip ended up getting delayed, I think 3 times
Yeah.
before it was all said and done, because they kept going through the states of like music studios non-essential. So it was right around the time of the election, and they were like, oh, as soon as the election's done, they're gonna shut the studio back down, and like it was tough, and we didn't want to book flights and hotels and things like that, and then have it be like a week before and have it be shut off. So I think that's part of like why that album is so fun, at least for me to play personally, because I remember the like 3-year culmination of finally getting that project done and like put to paper and everything, and it just feels really good even now to play it, just because we worked so hard and overcame so many things, both musically and not musically, just to get all that music down. So
Did the songs change at all, like during that 3 years of kind of waiting?
Oh yeah, actually that's kind of a cool thing because some of the songs were like written after the album was already funded, and they were kind of like results of being stuck home in quarantine. Like
Even thematically.
yeah,
Since that,
yeah.
sure.
Like first time for sure was kind of born out of that. That was the last one. No, it was Daisy.
But
Daisy is a great story, by the way.
Okay. Well, I
No,
feel
it
like I
was
gotta
that
hear it now.
and we'll get there. But like Ashton was saying, it was really a result of the successful crowdfunding campaign. Originally, when we went up there and recorded the single, they said that most bands come up here and you can anticipate doing a crowdfunding
Yes.
campaign and coming out of it with more of like an EP length, maybe 4 to 6 songs.
Okay.
And ours was successful enough that they said, hey, this will fund a full 8-track album. And we said, man, we better get 8 tracks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So did y'all go in with like 8 bangers, or did you have like a couple B-sides that didn't?
Well, no,
make the cut?
we didn't have time for extra. No, literally,
Okay.
we went down to the wire.
Yeah, like literally 2 days before we were rehearsing and like putting final instrumentations and arrangements together. But also like huge thank you and shout out to everyone that supported that campaign. Even now, we would not be where we are without y'all, and would not be able to be doing what we're doing. It was overwhelming, the amount of support and love that we got from people that were close to us, people we hadn't heard from in a really long time. And I think it was kind of another theme of like coming out of the pandemic. Everyone was like, yeah, go make music. We need more music. Like the arts need to heal and get back out there and do stuff. So it was really really validating to feel like we had that much support behind us in our project, and everyone wanted us to get it done. But we definitely wouldn't have hit like 8 songs and done a full album without a lot of help from really great people. So once again, thank you all so much.
Yeah. We were originally going to do 4. It was Home, Peace of Mind, Queen Victoria, and Second Chances that we didn't play today.
Okay.
And we ended up with 8. So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And y'all, like, I just want to hear like what you guys would write now, because I know a lot of those songs kind of started a long time ago, even though they were finished somewhat recently, 2 years ago, a year ago, year and a half ago. Yeah, something about that. But yeah, I mean, I want to hear like where, because like y'all been playing a lot. Like me and Kamaya came out to a show, and y'all like did a killer rendition of a Queen song that was just like amazing. A lot of songs that like I'll be honest, like I don't really go out to listen to just cover music. Like I'm a big original fan, but like y'all don't play like covers that you hear every time you go out, which is super cool. And y'all actually like don't play like the 1, 2, 3, like 3 chord songs. Like y'all are putting effort into just the covers y'all do, and the harmonies are so tight, and the band chemistry is so tight. It's super cool to see.
Thank you.
And now I want to see it in a new record. So get to work.
All right.
I credit a ton of that to Ashton and Trav and Chase, like our vocalists. In having so many talented singers, we are able to cover such a crazy range of music. So there hasn't been a whole lot of times that we've, even adding Chase especially, that was like the finishing touch, because he's a Swiss Army knife, and he can play guitar, he can play piano, he can sing, he can drum, he can do whatever we need him to do. So now we don't really have situations where we don't really have those situations where we're like, we couldn't do this song because we don't have a singer with the chops, or like, we're able to cover such a broad range. It's really fun.
Dude, yeah, for sure. Sorry, I got to move on to Daddy's question. Papa Starrett.
Oh, that daddy.
Papa Starrett. Sorry, I did say that really weird. The Streamboat Daddy. Primary band and musical influences for each member.
One thing I was going to say was that Jeff touched on this very eloquently during Peace of Mind, but like the intention that I put behind the record was very much like putting something on record with drums that wasn't just like supporting the music. That's key, right, to support the song, but it was also just kind of like push myself as a musician of like something that doesn't just sound, oh, that's Ryan, like kind of throw everything in there. So there's a lot of Time Turned Fragile by Tony Thaxton of Motion City. That's in First Time. There's a lot of other things. Pitbull, I guess, with the way we do I'm Not Your Daisy.
I could hear it a little bit in Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
So cruel.
Yeah.
There's how you sing that.
There's a lot of things that, like, drumming-wise, I put that in there. So, I mean, Motion City is a big one for me. I listened to a lot of Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Making that album, and that was really just, if you hear a lot of like cat, that's me just listening to Taylor Hawkins.
Okay.
And just trying to do that. So that's me. And if you ever hear Foo Fighters or Motion City, that's probably why on there. A lot of yacht rock too. You probably don't hear a ton of that on there, but that's also the other big thing for me.
Cool. Next. No, I'm just kidding. too
I mean,
hard
I don't
to
know.
choose.
Mine, I have too much. Like, it's hard to say.
Right.
It's really hard to say. I mean,
that's a hard question.
It's also like when you're, I don't know, like when you're a songwriter, sometimes the songs that sometimes like the stuff that you write isn't necessarily what you want it to sound like. It just is, its own, like, I write a lot of like different styles. The stuff that we have is just more of that, like, I mean, 90s alternative is like always going to be like my number one like it's like what I grew up listening to, and it's like, you know, like Third Eye Blind is like, you know, in like my top 3 favorite bands. So like a lot of that stuff, like
That was a big influence or that was a big one we told Brian, our producer, and he
production
really,
wise for sure.
he
also.
likes them too.
Okay.
So we were like on the same level of like we want this sound from that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and then, you know, like I said earlier, like a lot of us like kind of meet in this area, this like kind of like a pop punk type area in some way, whatever part of, you know, some it's more fringe, but you know, like, so that is something. I mean, I still listen to that now. I still listen to Fall Out Boy from 2005. Like I still listen to the Blink-182, 2003, all the, you know what I mean? Like
Heck
I
yeah.
still like, you know. So I think a lot of these songs were kind of born out of that. I mean, like Chase like wrote that initial part of senior year, and I was like, hell yeah, this is exactly like you said earlier. Like it was like, this is like something I would have loved to listen to when I was 18,
Right.
and that's why it became a song about senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Because when I heard that, I was like, I was like, this feels really nostalgic in a great way, and it makes me think of everything that happened when I was a senior in high school. So that's kind of like how that's how the song like formed out of that.
Yeah.
And now I'm on a tangent, but
No, you're fine.
yeah.
You're fine.
So those are kind of like for this music, I guess those were kind of like the influences. That's not what I'm like totally influenced by when I write other genres of music, but for this, that's kind of like what, you know, kind of came out of that. I mean, lyrically too, like, I don't know. I mean, Pete Wentz is like one of my favorite lyricists of all time.
Okay.
I love him. Especially like the older stuff. And I mean, like, you know, like Queen Victoria lyrics was very like Pete Wentsy.
Okay.
Me, you know. The title, yeah, I'm not your Daisy Buchanan. Yeah, that's it was actually supposed to be a lot longer, but then it was 2 Fall Out Boys, so I decided to shorten it. But I don't know everything about that song. Okay. Anyone else want to talk about their influences? Somebody, please.
Yeah, sure. So
Curious about this.
you're
Yeah.
very curious about this.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
actually know.
So what Ashton was saying, you know, we all meet in the middle, right around that like pop punk era. But my answer is a little bit twofold, I guess. You know, when I first started getting into music as a kid, playing music, that is, I started playing alto saxophone. So I was doing a lot of like jazz band stuff, and what I was listening to was like a lot of like Sinatra and Rat Pack stuff. So like vocally and singing wise, that's what I started singing when I was little. Was jazz, was like old people jazz as a small 12, 13-year-old.
Crooning, baby.
But then you know, the ones that made me want to pick up a guitar and play rock, we're talking Blink-182. I remember getting the Sum 41 album and my parents hating that. All killer, no filler. My parents hated it. So that
You
was
ever
like
watch
my
the videos?
transition. Oh yeah, unfortunately, don't tell my parents. I still think I didn't, but you know. So that's kind of where I transitioned from formal band to like rock band, and that's where I kind of met in the middle with these guys.
Heck yeah.
The crooning makes a ton of sense on Peace of Mind for sure.
Yeah.
The lower end, at least.
Yeah, so for this album specifically, this was kind of like I know Ryan was saying he wanted to not only write things that sounded good, but like wanted to challenge himself, and I definitely feel like I learned a lot about not only like myself as a musician, but the other 4 people in the band too. That was like a really cohesive experience towards bonding, and like we were doing like what 10, 11, 12-hour days in the studio for 10 days straight. So it was like yeah, the pace was blistering and the workload was insane, but that was like it was also cool because it was like a taste of like this is what my life would be if I got to just decide. And like, you know, I would sit in the studio for 12 hours a day and make music. So that was like a dream come true to get to work with these guys on that. As far as influences go, I would say I'm probably, I come from like more of the kind of metal, especially like out of the 80s, like hair bands,
hence the get up.
Like Slash was like my hero growing up. I would like loved Guns N' Roses, and you know, Van Halen definitely another huge one. So it's like you can definitely feel a little bit of the influence in the way that I like write my solos and stuff like that. But I liked bringing that kind of like rock edge to round everything out, and that's where I feel like we're really unique in that like everyone kind of brings their own flavor to the band, and like we can play 2 songs back to back that have a completely different vibe with the same personnel and instrumentation, and like it's really cool, and we get to be really musical about it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I neglected to talk about my bass, which is sad. Because I forgot, I also play the bass in the band. My favorite bass player is Carlos D from Interpol.
Okay.
So a lot of my bass lines are they're really octave based. I do a lot of like stuff like on the fifth, just moving around a lot. He's my favorite. So like I feel like a lot of stuff I write kind of is influenced by that. So I just wanted to put that in there because.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, what everyone else said, honestly, 2000s for me. Like,
yeah.
My dad always says that I don't know. Yeah, comment on this because I don't know if he's watching. But my dad always says that your choice of synthesizer sounds are really interesting because they're very 70s.
I mean, I love 70s.
That? Do you realize that or no?
No, only because I don't have like an authentic keyboard from that age. But I just pick what I think sounds good, and I don't know. But yeah,
unintentionally 70s.
That's fine with me. I love yeah, I mean, I listened to too much to hone it down to one thing. So sorry, Kevin, but yeah. Well, Kevin, I think Kevin asked the question like 20 minutes ago. I will say,
right.
like,
we only have 20 more questions to go
There's
through.
5 of us. I mean, it takes a long time.
I have a big like guitar influence from like Pink Floyd and U2 and like Angels and Airwaves and any band that kind of does like the delay sort of thing. So I threw a little thing on home that I feel like was mine. Like I was like, I don't think you guys, and I like, yeah, you guys probably wouldn't have done that. So like that to me, when I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's me, I guess.
It was one of those too where it was like the very end, and he was just like playing it, messing around, and our producer was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just." And he's like, "No, what is that?" And he's like, "Do that again." And we kind of just went with it, and it adds such a cool little voicing
Texture
in that.
to the verse.
I'm a sucker for delay, so there you go.
Very much so.
Heck yeah. All right, so we got another question coming up from the mom of the Streamboat, Barbara Bearden. If you could only pick one song to play together, what would it be?
Stipulation.
Of our song?
Our songs, or
our song or cover?
We can do both. One song, one cover. One OG, one.
Wait,
cover.
we can only pick one that we like really enjoy. I guess that's the question.
Yeah.
So for me, that's an easy one as far as originals go, especially right now. Like it's a lot based upon how I feel in the moment right now. And the one that I've liked recently the best, and recency bias leans me toward First Time.
Yep.
100%. I mean, I love the way that one came together. I love the 3-part harmonies in it. I think that one is one of the most fun for us to play together.
I'll agree with First Time, and I think for another reason too. First Time, shout out to Trav and Ashton for this. It features all of the song names that we've written previously. They drop Warning Signs, Solemn. I don't know another song.
Yeah, all of the lyrics are references back. Right.
I know those songs, and that's
Mm-hmm. These are references back to the first.
I
EPs
think with that being almost like
that's cool.
That almost being like a
kind
rubric
of like a sequel kind of song.
Yeah, I was Easter egging.
Yeah,
it's like
I love
dropping the titles of all of our old songs.
Almost
and our
every line has some reference back to a previous song that we've done on an EP or back when we were a 4-piece.
That's super cool.
And I think for that
reason, I'm going to dive deep into that for the next show.
I think that for that reason alone, First Time would also be my pick for original because it just feels like a good rubric of who we are, who we've been, who we're going to be. So yeah, I would definitely pick that one. I think for cover, I'm super biased. I'm just going to pick it. Say My Name. We do a mashup of Say My Name and Cry Me a River. And it's because they let me do a solo. So, and I also just
the B-52 song.
Sorry, Babs. I do love doing B-52s for this exact reason, to have a mic, but I do really like Say My Name, and I think it's because of the way that Ashton and Trav write the mashups that they do is just so. It could be really lazy. Like you could just be like, here's this song, here's that song, whatever, screw it. But like the way it's mashed up is just so beautifully intentional. That's a great word for it, and it feels like lovingly crafted for both songs, and it's not just like giving Destiny's Child 5 seconds and then Justin Timberlake 3 minutes, right? It feels really intentional and beautiful for that.
Yeah. Is that the one y'all threw like a third song in last show?
Probably.
No, that's the Taylor Swift one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We threw Sean Kingston into.
Sean Kingston.
Yeah, we added Sean Kingston
Yeah.
into the Taylor Swift mashup.
Yeah, that's right.
That's two. That's
And
two
Stand By Me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's sick.
That'll Stand By Me, Taylor Swift, Sean
Right.
Kingston.
3 things that you would
mashup.
assume would go really well together.
yeah,
right?
of course.
It's very obvious.
I mean, we kind of dived into this next question a little bit. How long was the process of How long was the process of writing and recording the album? We kind of
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
thing took about
Years and years.
4 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years, because it was
We
we started in 2019, and then recorded home in early 2020, and then went back to the studio in what was it 2021,
Summer of 21.
Yeah.
So July.
And then
summer of 21, and then
last year.
put out the album in fall of 22. So yeah, it was like a 3-year process.
yeah. Well, I mean, I like going back to like what y'all were saying about how that kind of enhances songs. You know, it definitely probably gives you more time to be like, maybe we could do that or
Yeah.
take that out or whatever, add this in.
It was really interesting too, being that we recorded out of town. That we recorded everything, and the idea was for the 10 days we were there to get just as many tracks of as many stuff as we could, because he was like, you know, after the 10 days we can't record anymore, but we can always mix and master and stuff. So we actually did like a handful of weeks of Zoom sessions with him, like a couple times a week, and we were doing mixing and that. We'd give him notes and listen, you know, run through all that stuff again. And that whole process, I think, was nice too, because we were really able to take our time and get the exact product out of every song that we were looking for, and really feel like good about the project as a whole coming out of it.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you, Sophie, for that. Another Kevin Starrett, daddy question.
You can stop saying that.
What was the favorite live performance y'all have done so far? The Streamboat live performance.
I actually have an answer for this, and it sucks because Chase wasn't around for it. We played a gig in at Center Stage in Atlanta, and we got to play. It was like a it was an award show.
Oh.
That was a long time ago.
We got to play that, and Flula Borg was there, and he was introducing the bands. And
Oh my God.
at one point, we played "Mr. Brightside" by the Killers. And what did he say?
He said, "Open up your eagle's eyes," and it had like eagles all over
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Open up your eagle's eyes.
Eager eyes at the end of it. He like took a little Instagram snippet and posted us on his story.
And he talked to us afterwards, and he was just really cool, really funny. There was like a Photoshop or a photo booth for us to take pictures. That was just a very we got to play warning signs. We got to play some originals, do some covers. I think that was probably my favorite one that we've done. But man, we've matured so much as a band since then.
I
too.
think my favorite part of that Flula experience was the way that he introduced us when we came on stage as well. Because we came out and he says, "Who's ready for some sexies musics from the Hearsay?" And I couldn't even take the stage. I was cracking up there. I couldn't handle
we
it.
should record that and put that at the front of every show that we
Right.
play.
Hell yeah. Just before every song is the tagline.
That's our Akon.
All right. So, what was the thinking behind the order of the songs on the album, and when is the next album from? I don't know. Oh, that's Lauren. Yeah. I saw a picture
Well,
of you two.
first time was first because it
Code
says
name.
first. I'm just kidding. No. Second chances was second. Actually,
Because
no, we actually debated on whether or not first time should be the beginning or the ending. But I liked the idea. Yeah, but I liked
I
the
thought
idea.
it was a very clear that's the opener. I thought we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then we also had discussion of what if it's the end.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I really thought that would be best at the beginning because of what we said earlier. It was kind of like nodding to all the stuff that we had been through and done in the past, but also was we're coming out of this pandemic and it's it feels like the world is ending, but what are we gonna do now? Is a new beginning.
And
Heck yeah.
And that's a great question because you would be amazed how much thought you have to put into 8 songs, right?
Yeah.
You think about it, it's just 8 songs. Like, and then when somebody asks you, but what order do you want your audience to experience this in?
Yeah.
Then you have to be like, well, you know, you're not just thinking about, I've written the song, I like this for this reason. You're thinking of the entire album as an experience from start to finish.
Was there
So,
like
shout
debate
out to
between the
still-
band in that, or was like one of y'all just like, all right, no, it eventually has like, did
I
one of y'all
think-
have to decide, or?
No, it certainly wasn't one of us that decided, but I think a couple of us, you know, we would say like, I really feel like this has a great vibe for the beginning of the song. When we were talking about first time leading it off, I really love that vibe of starting very quiet with just those guitars and coming in slowly and then layering that on to kind of build the anticipation and the suspense.
Heck yeah.
And then I think it was I don't think there was any debate at all after putting first time to start the album with putting Daisy at the end of it. Because if we
Yeah.
wanted to start slow and build it up, we wanted to finish this thing like it was a party. So the
Right.
experience
Yeah.
of listening
Daisy's
to
a
the
party.
album,
Yeah, I love the ending of Daisy too. How y'all did
Yeah.
that.
So the experience of listening to the album was really sorry, Jeff. I'll let you have a turn in a moment. I swear. Is it starts off very slow, builds upon that kind of. We hit some sad notes and a little bit turned down with Queen, and then we
I
want
was
to finish strong and fun.
very, very adamant the whole time, like
Those are
from the
some middle
beginning,
songs.
of
Yeah.
Peace of Mind being after Queen Victoria, because of the way Queen Victoria ends, and it ends with this like note where it goes from the G da da, and it goes to that B,
yeah.
and then Peace of Mind starts, or no, it goes to like it's a B flat, because Peace of Mind starts on
On
that
B
B
flat.
flat minor.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
So it has this like seamless, and it like like Queen ends really like quietly, and then it goes into like just Chase's piano, and I just love that so much. So like
Okay.
I was very adamant about that.
okay.
It's like taking a breath in the middle of the album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of quiet, and then you get to
Yeah.
right back up.
I think we thought about how it would feel to perform it live too, with that being like, you know, the climax at the end of Queen Victoria with the tremolo guitar solo and everything's very intense and like fast, and then just ending into that little note and then into his solo, like you were saying, is like a very dynamic moment on the album, and got to show some musicianship there. I think the order of the album was very much like a collaborative effort, like the way we were saying we write, everyone kind of had feelings on things, but yeah, first time definitely it was really cool because it hides the instrumentation of the band too. You can't tell how many people are in the band. You can't tell me how many singers we have.
Right.
You don't know if we have a drummer until that comes in, and then you're like, okay, drums, okay, bass, and then Travis starts singing, and you're like, okay, cool, it's a guy singer, and then Ashton starts singing, and you're like, okay, there's 2, and then Chase starts singing, and you're like, whoa, how many singers do these guys have? So it was like a very
that's
cool
a
way
good
to kind
point.
of introduce all of the elements of the band into the song, and then like you're not really sure like where it's going, and I love the little beat break into the drop of the chorus on that song is like some of my favorite music that we've ever written, because it's very emotional, impactful, especially with the words of the chorus being like we were talking about with COVID, and like the I swear we'll make it out alive was literally like the mentality of of COVID and everything like that, and being like, we are gonna get this album done, it's gonna be done, and we'll finally get to share this music with everybody.
And especially after how long it took the process to complete and release the album, putting first time up first on the album itself, what better of a way to, give a nod back to our previous work, how far we've come, how much work we've really put into this, than starting the new album with the homage to all of our old EPs.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Also, it was really important for the track listing, at least, of the album, because if you play it backwards, it syncs with Wizard of Oz. So
my
that
God.
was a big deal for us. It doesn't do that.
Or does it?
Just to clarify.
Or
Maybe
does
you
it?
have to just find out.
Were there any sounds that y'all wanted to stay away from?
I don't know.
Sophie. Question by Sophie.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. Not
I
for
didn't
me.
hear any maracas.
Oh, no, there's definitely Shaker on Daisy Buchanan.
Okay.
Daisy definitely.
No Viber slap?
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't write with the intention of being like it has to be this. It's just if it comes out and it's
sounds
the
good.
right thing, then it's like fuck, we have maracas on the song. Okay.
Heck yeah.
I think one benefit that we've always had as a band is that we're willing to try new things, and if something seems like it might be fun or it might be a good idea, we're willing to give it a shot.
Heck yeah.
We rolled into a recording session for one of our earlier EPs with Standard Electric, and upon arrival that day, we saw that they had a large concert band bass drum. And we're like, what do you guys use that for? And they're kind of like, well, you know, we kind of use it as appropriate when we see fit. And immediately we're just like, Ryan, you want to like,
How
I want
many
to put
times
this
can
in
we
a
put
song
this?
somewhere.
I floated.
Yeah.
I floated like a cartoon character to a cartoon pie. Like I floated to that bass drum, and I think there's video evidence of me just like beating the hell out of it too. Like not even like, it was a big deal for me. What was that? Turn around?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
that
I
song
don't
did
know.
not need it.
Is this question about like a specific sound or like metaphorical, like a genre type sound? Like that's what I took from it, but you guys are being very like literal. So
What's your take on it?
I don't know. That's why. Well, I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't know. Well, we wanted to stay away from dubstep, so didn't do any of that.
I think
Until the next album.
One of my friends described the album as, she said, it feels like the summer after high school, like going into college.
Well, that's what.
I was like,
Right
perfect,
on.
because that's the exact vibe we were going for.
Right
so
on.
I think like thematically, the whole thing was about like having hope for a new chapter.
There's a
And
lot of other like I think like the main lyric or like the main like theme throughout the lyrics throughout the whole album. I mean, even the ones that you don't think connect is like very much about uncertainty. And some of the songs are like not as hopeful as the others, but some are. So it's like, but they're all about uncertainty and being in like this space where you're not very comfortable, whatever that means. And so yeah, some of them are really hopeful, and some of them are like the opposite of hopeful.
sad and anxious and all the things we
It's
talked
like
about. Yeah.
You're very optimistic that, and like you have the hope to get out, but you're also like very aware of kind of struggles that you're having.
I think a lot of that also comes from like how we interact with each other outside of the band. Like every single day we're in a group chat with all 5 of us, and like any real life issues, you know, anything personal issues, we like everyone has each other's back, and it's like it really is. That's why we can put everything aside and be like, all right, you write this one, I'll write this one. You know, it's like we care about each other a lot, and I think that we really enjoy how that comes through in the music too, because I don't think it would feel the same without everything that we've gone through in the past 7-8 years now. It's crazy. Yeah, band fam, exactly.
Well, y'all done like an awesome job at like forming a singular voice through 5 people, which is insanely difficult to do. So I really respect that.
Thanks, man. Absolutely.
Well, we do have one last question, and we're kind of going to cap it there. If Kyle or any of the crew has some questions, I might have 1 or 2 for you guys too.
All right.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So you guys are all really nice. I want to hear, was there ever like a part where you guys just could not agree on something? I want to fight is essentially what I'm getting
Kyle,
at.
that's not going to happen until another 5-10 years.
Okay.
Then we'll start.
I mean, there were definitely some tense moments
Yeah.
in the studio.
Please.
You got examples?
So the one
Yeah,
I can think of, this
Kyle
isn't even
wants
against
receipts.
anyone else. This is just more so my stupidity. It was Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind, for some reason, we thought it was a really good idea to do last, or close to last. And it's not on the album because I couldn't do it, but the bridge is just straight bass drums, just do the whole time. I straight up couldn't do it. Physically, I could not play those parts. I said literally to what Jeff was saying earlier, 'cause he said it was blisteringly difficult, and I literally had blisters like all over my fingers, to a point where these two, Trav and Jeff, had to drop what they were doing and find the nearest CVS and just get me like as many Band-Aids as they could find. And,
This wasn't a fight though. That was just something.
it was more an internal thing of me being
It
like,
was an internal fight.
no, seriously, because like I think legitimately, like I was almost disappointed in myself of like I wrote this thing and it was really like I wanted it to be this certain way, and now it can't. So I think it was like modifying on the fly, like how it could be without that, without having to push myself physically. And I just kind of put instead like this cymbal work that I do in there. So you kind of take the tension away from where it would have been the bass, and you just put it on cymbals. But that was something at the time, especially I was the first, Ash and I were the first ones to lay something down. So I think that was something that I kind of struggled with internally. But I do not have any juicy goss for you, Kyle, in terms of us being like, Ashton did this thing.
But for the record, though, you did not have peace of mind for that song.
I did not have peace of mind for that song. No, I had pieces of my skin on the floor.
So with any group of friends that has been together for as long as we have, you're going to have points of contention and points of tension and things like that. But it's I'm it's going to be a bit of a cop out, but I'll circle back to the answer from the last question, is that we have been together for 6 years, and even before we were playing together as a group, a lot of us were friends before we were musicians together. And part of being a band family and having such a strong bond with each other and experience with one another is that also allows us to be very upfront and honest with each other, even when we disagree. And I hate to say it, but we respect each other's opinions enough that it never gets to a point where we have to throw fists. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna find a way that
not everyone is as confrontational as you.
That was that answer. That was a great answer. That was a great answer.
Until it's time to decide where to eat for lunch. No, I'm just kidding.
True.
Luckily, Ashton is like a really great. How would I explain it? When she goes,
talents.
Yeah, when she goes to like a new city, she's really good at doing her research on good places to eat and good things to experience. And we got to go to Boston. We went to Salem on our off day, which ended up being like one of our favorite days there. We got to walk around in downtown Salem. It was so cool. But we had such a blast on that trip.
We ate a lot of good food.
We ate like kings on that trip. It was wonderful.
Sorry, Taylor. I'm gonna drive this tour bus so I can eat. Yeah, right. Eat good. Well, dude,
those years are coming, Kyle.
We did have one more question. I think it was who's the most organized in the band.
Oh, that's easy. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hold on. You guess.
Oh, Chase.
Ashton.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Yep. They nailed it.
Yeah.
It's Ashton.
Oh, it's Ashton.
It's definitely Ashton.
That has to be pretty hard.
I would have guessed.
Or maybe
Ashton
my
Chase.
band's
Ashton
so
is very
organized. He was the most organized.
I'm certainly a very organized person, but not so much in that. I'm more like under. I don't even know how to explain it. Not with this band.
Chase, Chase has his own baby to take
I never
care
get
of.
irritated with Chase in terms of organizational things.
Okay.
So that should tell you.
Okay.
So
Like,
Chase
I
is easily
could
number two.
probably go more. I just haven't yet.
Oh, so okay.
Justin knows because he knows Steady Common. Like
we were a mess.
Although
he kept us
Chase
organized.
Chase frequently doesn't read the messages in the group chat, so I do get mad about that when he's
Okay,
like,
so that
when
makes
he's
you feel
like,
mad.
yeah, that's some tea. If you want some tea,
Yeah, well,
the
so
tea is me being like, I literally already said it 3 times, and then instead of repeating myself, I'll just like tag an old message.
but you're leaving out the fact it's not like I just let me like Chase will I'll scroll back up if it's like a page or two. You're leaving out the fact that it's like, oh, you guys said this 150
Well, sorry, you don't like us enough to like talk constantly. Like I don't know what you want to say.
You said this
what I
150
wanted. This
gifts
is what I
ago,
wanted.
2 seconds ago. How can I find this information?
So the organization is there, just not always communicating.
Right. But Chase has a child to take care of outside of this band. So
Whatever.
Ashton gets to take care of all of the children.
I
in the
have
band.
4
I
children.
feel like it works out.
I have 4.
Shout out to Novi. I have a sticker chic from Novi from earlier today. So shout out. She's
Rocking the
represented.
Cookie Monster.
Me and my street homes. Me and my street.
All right, this is the final question. Unless you guys have any, y'all good?
Just one last question for me.
What's up?
Do any of you have any Coheed and Cambria influence?
Oh baby. Oh baby.
I heard it a little bit in that Victoria song.
Can
that
you-
shit took
can
me
you
back to
hit a
high
note
school.
for me,
That
Ryan?
felt like
Thank
like
you.
second stage that felt like second stage Turbine Blade to me, for real. Like,
Dude,
that
that
was awesome.
is such an awesome compliment.
you.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I can't speak for Ashton. Chase and I went to the Coheed show earlier this year with Alkaline Trio.
Hell yeah, good for y'all.
And I think that's been, ever since Blood Red Summer, Favor House Atlantic, that's been something that has inspired me a little bit. Not necessarily in drums, but I think in storytelling. I wrote a few songs for the Hearsay. I'll probably write more in the future if I'm allowed. And I like the idea of telling that story. I don't know if it's ever going to get to a point where I have a graphic novel of it, like Coheed does, but I definitely love the idea of storytelling through songs.
Yeah, you guys do it really well. I definitely picked
Thank
up on
you.
that.
Thank you.
The double neck guitar is on the way.
All right, so the last question of the night. This is partly inspired by Kamaya. You guys have a very like soundtrack kind of quality to your songs. Like a lot of your songs, I could see being in a lot of really good movies. So
Easy.
if Be There Next Someday, if it was a soundtrack to a movie, which movie would it be?
Like a movie that already exists.
Yeah, if you could just throw it in any movie.
Wait, you can make up a movie? Were you about to just make
write a
up
movie right now. Scarface.
Well, definitely a Scorsese movie. I mean, come on.
Goodfellas.
No, I'm feeling like it's probably something you know better than us. Like you're talking about the like summer, like high school. So it's probably some 90s like.
Honestly, it's the next thing that Harry Styles is going to star in for
That's true.
Ashton's sake is probably where we're going to put
All
those
right.
in.
So I had this answer before Chase said this. I swear, Can't Hardly Wait. Can't Hardly Wait's got to be
Okay.
what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the Can't Hardly
Yeah,
Wait.
no,
love.
I like that.
Yes.
I can see that.
Ethan Embry royalty for life.
I like that.
Got one?
Oh, I don't know.
Can't Hardly
Well,
Every 90s.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Every
I
night.
don't know.
coming of age teenager rom-com. There you go.
Right.
Oh heck yeah! This was an awesome time.
Well, hey, before you wrap up,
Yeah.
dude, legitimately, we've talked about this before, but like what you guys are doing for local music is nuts. So like, thank you, all of you guys.
Yes, thank you
behind the
so
scenes,
much.
too,
Shout out you for noticing. We
for
appreciate
like
it.
putting
You guys rock.
putting a microphone and a headlight or spotlight on like local bands and local talent. It's really awesome what you guys are doing. Thank you.
Well, thanks, man. If y'all
Thank
have any
you for
friends, please
giving us
send
that
them our way.
opportunity to platform.
We only have each other.
We'll see y'all next week.
If you need Second Shadow on here, we got
Yeah,
you.
the group chat is
Well,
capped
He
at
was already
5.
here.
Oh, dang, we're out. Sorry, dude.
We're
Nope.
waiting on Cash Honey and.
Oh. Well, you might have to wait.
You're waiting a long time.
A solo Travis show? You got any solos?
House of the Rising Sun for
want it.
5 times.
Some jazz.
I'll do my
Yeah,
solo
bring in
Michael
the
Bublé
bring in the
show.
sax.
Yeah.
Do you still play sax?
Unfortunately, no, I do not. I sold it a long time ago and haven't picked one up in a while.
You play
Chase
you play
drops.
bass clarinet though.
Yeah, I
as
did.
of today.
I do some bass clarinet today.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for your
Thank
time.
you.
I really
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Thank you.
We
Thank
appreciate
you guys
it.
so
It was
much.
very fun.
Anybody watching, thank you for watching. Thanks for jumping in the chat and being fun with us today. We'll be back next Saturday. This is brought to you by the Streamboat, Ditty Deep Dive. Thank you very, very much for watching and tuning in. Thanks, Mom. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Heck yeah,
Nice.
awesome show, dudes. Thank you so much. That was awesome. So much fun.